from each
Yep.
of you, for
That
each
makes sense.
candidate.
Why
Yeah, that's two, there's two.
why bore everyone with the,
Karen sent this out to y'all today. This is about, from MMA.
I saw that, yeah.
It's too late to put it on the manager's report. but
Right.
What do we usually do, a letter to them, to each of the legislators?
We can do an email to all of
Resolutions
them.
we gotta sign?
I mean, to make it quick.
Yeah,
Yep, we can do that.
I'm just gonna pass these down, I'll sign them later.
we want to do that, Mr. Chairman? We'll
that?
just have, Karen and I can put together an email
Yeah,
on behalf of the board.
yep, that's
Thank
fine.
you.
Okay, MMA email.
What's that for timing?
That's your phone?
No, it's 7 o'clock.
Okay. All right, we have, yep, we have a busy agenda tonight.
Yeah.
Being the hour of 7 o'clock, we'll open the Selectmen's Meeting of October 22nd. We have a number of items on the agenda this evening. We have appointment of permanent intermittent police officers, liquor license violations. Then we have a outdoor business permit, the sale of Christmas trees. I guess it's getting close to that season again. How quick it comes. And we have the continuation of the dog complaint. And we have a new Class 2 license request, and we also will have Selectmen's request and Manager's report. With that, the first item on the agenda is the appointment of permanent intermittent police officers. We will be selecting 5 officers this evening. This is a continuation of the appointment process that we started 2 weeks ago. What we did is we interviewed each candidate. Each selectman got a scorecard, and what we did is we rated each officer in different categories. After reviewing not only the interview, the tape of the meeting, the background checks as presented by the police department on each candidate, education, training, a number of things went into consideration on these appointments. So in order to speed things up, what I'm going to do is that each selectman has their totals, or should have their totals complete for each officer. After reviewing all the information, what we'll do is we'll go by each candidate, and we will give total scores that we had for the scoring process. So with that, I'm going to ask the vice chairman to start, and the first officer would be,
Fairbanks.
we'll do this as the names were on the list. Here. Oh, great, thank you. Okay. We did have a withdrawal. Joel P. Doust has withdrawn. I believe he has accepted is it a position, or is it just a
Academy.
academy? State Police Academy. So he asked that his name be withdrawn. Okay, the first name on the list, as we interviewed, was Richard Fairbanks. And what I'm gonna ask is that you give your total score for Mr. Fairbanks.
I had a 62
Total,
total, yes.
okay? Mr. Vos?
Mr. Fairbanks, 87.
54?
69.
5-9?
69.
69, thank you.
And I had a 73. Next individual, Daniel Osmus.
For Dan, I had a 71.
Mr. Osmus, 99.
100.
100.
I didn't get a chance to add mine.
Oh, you didn't add yours yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
Can I have a minute?
we'll wait for you to add it.
In case you're wondering, the way the scorecards were set up, any one candidate could get a maximum score of 120, right? 120?
120,
120 points.
and a minimum of 24.
Yeah, and the minimum would be 24.
89.
89.
Osmus, thank you.
And mine was 91. The next candidate was Christopher Collins.
Christopher, I had a 58.
5'8", sir?
5'8",
Thank
yes.
you.
67.
Mr. Bertheum.
57, 5'7".
Thank you.
Excuse me, you can come in and have a seat.
$59.
5'9"?
5'9".
Thank you.
And this is, obviously, which one?
Collins.
Collins. $67.
6'7"?
Yep.
Thank you.
And the next candidate was Joseph Conlon.
For Joseph, I had an 80.
97.
99.
$84.
84.
And mine was 88. Matthew Gray.
Matthew Gray, I had a 72.
79.
106.
75.
Yep.
And I had 84. And the last one is Christopher Raymond.
Christopher, I had a 93.
99.
106.
98.
And mine was 97. Okay, that's the end of it.
There it is.
That is it. So what we'll do is we'll compile the total for each of the candidates, and the top 5 candidates will be appointed, subject to the physical, psychological, PATS test, and completing the academy. So when the motion goes on the floor, those will be the requirements. Appointment will not be effective until each one of those have been met.
Just collecting these.
So that's public information, you don't have to,
No,
Turn
she's,
oh, the cards,
Yeah,
yeah,
yes,
the
public,
cards
yeah.
have to be turned. I
Right.
thought you meant the meeting
no.
disc, you don't have to turn that in. Make sure you sign each of the backs of your scorecards.
Check them.
Okay. We agree so far.
Chair,
Yes.
so let's say that we pick 5.
Mhm.
If one of them doesn't make one of them things, does the 6th one take his spot?
No, because we requested 5 slots, and that's what we're appointing. We can't just put down the list. And I'll defer to the chief on that.
But they
Am I
could
correct?
reapply for the next.
I double checked all of
Okay,
them.
so this guy's number 1.
Right,
The next one is over here.
2,
Yeah. 3, so,
3 is this,
yeah.
4 is just,
Take all
Thanks.
5,
no box, right?
There you go.
And that's number 6. All right, we have 6 remaining candidates, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Would you
You're
please
first.
just give them to me,
Well,
please?
I'm sorry. Karen and I agree.
Just tell me which ones.
Who's
I'm
number
just,
one?
I'm just gonna read the 6 names,
All right,
5 names?
5 names.
that one's up. That's the lowest score.
Okay, so all the others are,
All the others,
okay. What I'm gonna do is read the names of the selected candidates. And then I will put a motion on the floor to appoint all 5 of the candidates. They are, in no particular order: Joseph Conlon, Matthew Gray, Christopher Raymond, Daniel Osmus, Richard Fairbanks. How many is that?
5.
That's 5.
That's it. I will entertain a motion that all 5 of those candidates be appointed to the permanent intermittent list, subject to them meeting the requirements as spelled out earlier, which would be the physical, psychological, PATS test, and completion of the academy.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? There being none, I'll call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes. Let the record show that we have appointed 5 candidates to the Oxford Permanent Intermittent. Chief? Gentlemen, congratulations.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda. Liquor license violations. I'm gonna ask the officer to come forward.
Mr. Chair, my daughter does work in an establishment in town that does serve alcohol, so I'll be abstaining from these proceedings.
Okay, let the record show that Selectman Vos will be abstaining from this segment of the meeting. And at this time, I'm going to welcome Sergeant Granette. Sergeant Granette has the report on each one of the violators. Could you just, I think what I'm going to do is call each one up, and then as I call them up, you can give us an overview of what your findings were.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Dairy Express, would you come forward and have a seat, please? Okay, you know that you're in violation,
I know.
you've been
I'm,
spoken to, okay. And I'm gonna ask you to read
Th-
the violation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On Thursday, September 12th, 2013, the department, myself and Officer Matthew Laskus conducted the compliance check of the 24 establishments licensed for pouring and packaged alcohol sales in town. At approximately 6:30 p.m., an undercover male operative entered. Excuse me, I'm on the wrong one here. At 7:17, approximately 7:17 p.m., an undercover male and female, the male was 20-year-old and the female 20-year-old, entered Dairy Express. The female sat down and the male undercover individual requested a menu and a Bud Light brand draft alcoholic beverage. The female employee, later identified as Lisa Murray, served the male undercover without requesting any identification to verify his age. A short time later, that male went to the bathroom to dispose of the beer and returned and paid the $2 to another male employee and exited the property that evening. They failed the compliance check.
Do you have anything to add to this, sir?
I'm embarrassed. I have done everything. I trained them. I got them electronic scanner. I pay $1,000 for that, and they never use it.
Okay.
I passed the test a few times, but last September.
Is this your first violation?
Oh, I have one more.
But that's before the
That's a long time ago.
okay, there's a period of time that it starts off new again. So you have a clean slate. This is your
Yes.
first time
Yes.
under our policy.
30
Okay.
months.
All right, could you tell us what your corrective action plan is so that this will not happen in the future?
I don't know how can I say it's not gonna happen? If I'm not there, employees, I've been trained and I tell them, check IDs, check. I don't know, I cannot promise you it's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna do everything under my power not to happen again.
The person who served, was there a complaint filed?
Yes, in all four instances tonight, Mr. Chairman, we did file criminal complaints for a hearing at Dudley Court for serving underage.
Okay. And you have spoken to that individual?
Yes.
Is that individual properly trained to serve?
Oh, yes.
Has the,
Yes, she's been with me for a while,
okay.
more than 5 years. She's,
All right, you know what the penalty is, it's gonna be 3 days on your license, you know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna open it up for the board. Board have any questions of the violator at this time?
I do not.
Okay.
I do have a question. It says, the first offense carries a penalty of 3-day suspension. I'm sorry. According to the records in our office, none of the violators have had an offense within the last 30 months. How often do you do these?
We do them yearly, sometimes twice a year, if we can. But for the past 8 years that I've been involved, we've done it at least once a year, sometimes twice.
It's been the board's policy that we request that the chief have it done at least twice a year, and we do not want to know ahead of time when these are going to take place. It's just one of those things that happens. The only ones that know what's happening is the police department.
Well, that's fine, I just wanted to find out because in 30 months, if they don't do them every 3 years, that wouldn't hold anything anyway.
Right.
But they do, right?
They've all gone beyond that 30-month period, so the maximum would be 3-day suspension. Okay. All right, thank you very much for coming in. And hopefully we won't see you again.
I hope not. So when the days was,
We're going to decide that yet. We got 3 other violators, and then we're gonna discuss what days we want
all right.
to issue the closings for. Okay. Okay, the next one is Oxford Package Store, 331 Main. Could you just give your name for the record, please?
Viral Patel.
Okay. You're the manager.
Yes,
You're not the owner of the establishment.
that's the like family business.
Pardon?
Family business.
Okay. I'm trying to think when we did this before. The other gentleman that came in, who was he?
He's my brother.
Oh, your brother, okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, on Thursday, September 12, 2013, at approximately 6:30 p.m., the 20-year-old undercover male party entered Oxford Package Store. That male entered the store and proceeded to the cooler and selected a 6-pack of Budweiser brand cans of alcoholic beverages, along with a pack of gum. He then proceeded to the point of sale and did complete the transaction, paying $8.09. A female employee, later identified as Ranjabin Patel, did not request any identification to verify the undercover's age. He then exited the building, and Officer Laskis took custody of the unopened alcoholic beverages.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You all set?
Yes.
Okay. Do it in November.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to recall back, when your brother came in, you haven't owned this place very long,
No, just for 5 months ago.
5 months. Okay. And if my memory serves me correctly, when I spoke to your brother and the board questioned your brother in regards to the transfer of the new license, I believe he said he had more than one package store.
Yeah, he got the in Quincy, Norwood, and
There was like 5 of them
Yeah,
he had named at that
Bedford.
time. And I can recall saying, well, you have a lot of experience, so you
But
should be
that's the
running an operation above
Yeah.
board, you know what to look for. And that's why I'm kind of surprised to see you here, knowing that your family runs 5 package stores
Yeah.
throughout the state. So, can you tell us what happened?
actually what happened, there's the like, she's the new employee over here, and she doesn't ask for the ID, so she accept the guilty in the court in Dudley.
Yeah.
And that's the judge gave me the new date on 25th Friday morning, on next Friday.
Okay. Is that individual still working with you?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you know if she's been properly trained through the,
yeah, she's been properly trained, but she's like confused on that day, and why she did a mistake, I don't know.
and what are you doing to prevent this from happening again with that employee?
I just buy the new scanner machine, check the ID for the each and every person.
But you have the scanning machine, you had the scanning machine
but-
in there.
But she's not used on that day.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Well, it should be a policy, if you have the machine, that it should be used all the
Yeah, so
time.
we accept the guilty.
Okay. Board members have any questions, concerns? Okay. All right, thank you for coming in, and we'll, in a few minutes, let you know what days you will be closed.
Okay, thank you.
Pine Ridge Country Club. Sergeant?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, Thursday, September 12th, 2013, approximately 6:03 p.m. The 20-year-old male undercover entered Pine Ridge Country Club, walked through the open pro shop, and proceeded to the bar. A male employee, later identified as Russell Collins, asked the male undercover what he wanted. The male then requested a Bud Light to go and was given a Bud Light brand alcoholic beverage with a plastic cup without being requested any identification to verify his age. The male undercover then paid $3 plus a $2 tip and exited the building. Officer Laskis took custody of the unopened beverage can.
And your corrective action plan for this, so it doesn't happen in the future.
We've never really had a problem up to this point. The staff that we do have are all tip certified. They have many, many years of experience. Russ is 30 years of experience as a ex-board of selectmen and never had any tarnish on him whatsoever. One of the things we're gonna just start doing is, the age we card is generally if we see somebody who looks 30, 35 years old, we're gonna up it a little bit, just to make sure that never happens again. He caught him in a busy night during a bereavement. But they do it on a regular basis, so it was a surprise to all of us that it had happened, because this stuff doesn't happen. We card everybody. I mean, most of you visit there and you know we do. We run a good shop, we run a clean shop, and it's tough to oversee. It's not like just a package store, someone just comes to the window. I mean, we have to oversee the entire grounds, not just there. So, it's a lot, but I mean, we've done everything that we possibly could done. The embarrassment on him, I think, will make him never second guess you're gonna card him.
Okay, so you're confident that this individual
I'm
will not
confident
let
that
this
all my
happen?
staff would,
Okay.
they're all trained, they're all tip certified, and this stuff just doesn't happen. It just squeaked by that night.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, and your names for the record, that's all we need now.
I'm Ken Duquette, General Manager.
And Derek Henriksen, Food and Beverage Manager.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
All right.
Wait,
Wait a minute.
well, you don't have to, we could notify them.
We'll send you a letter when you're gonna be closed.
What's that?
Do you want to wait and find out what days?
we were leaving. I apologize.
Okay. Well, you can leave if you want, we'll notify you.
We'll surprise you.
I wasn't doing
Okay. Okay, the next violator is Route 12 Variety, 126 Main Street. And you'll have to excuse me, I haven't been asking people their names for the record, but we need that, so. We all know who you are, but,
My name's Ashley Plass.
hi, Ashley.
Thank you,
Good,
Mr.
sir.
Chairman. Again, on Thursday, September 12th, 2013, at approximately 6:52 p.m., the 20-year-old undercover male entered Route 12 Variety. He then proceeded to the cooler and selected an Arnold Palmer hard alcoholic beverage. It was a tall can. He then proceeded to the point of sale and did complete the transaction, paying $2.04. The female employee was later identified as Kelly Phillips. She did not request any identification to verify the undercover male's age. He then exited the building, and Officer Laskis took custody of the unopened beverage.
Okay, thank you. Okay, could you give us your overview of what happened and what corrective action you're going to take?
Well, first I'd like to say that I was extremely surprised when I found out about this because we have a zero tolerance with the alcohol sales. The employees are supposed to ask for an ID on every alcohol purchase, whether they come in every day or whether they're 90 or 21, it doesn't matter. And I was very surprised with this employee because she's been with me for 3 years. And she's 49 years old. She's not, some young kid, and I let her go. We have a zero tolerance, and it's just not going to be dealt with. And my plan going forward is just to implement my own secret shopper, obviously somebody who's over 21, but since our policy is to card for every transaction, I can send in somebody that's 35 and to make sure that the girls are carding them.
That is a very good idea. That's the first I've heard of that, and I wish more people would consider doing that have liquor licenses.
Yeah.
Because it kind of gives you, it puts everybody, all your employees on warning that it could happen to anybody at
Right.
any time.
Not just, once, twice a year, so it keeps them on their toes. And I have been doing this the last couple of years, and she's always carded, and she actually was the employee in a sting that we passed last year, so she wasn't somebody I thought I had to worry about. But I'm gonna make sure I do more of these in-house stings.
Okay, thank you. All right, that is everybody. We can make the days uniform. I'm gonna suggest we do it at the beginning of the week, like a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so it wouldn't have the impact that it would on a weekend, since this is the first violation. So I'm looking at the calendar here, and if these dates are good with the board, please let me know.
Question,
Yes, go ahead.
what happens if there's more than one violation? What's the next step? If somebody does it again?
You should have a copy of that.
The policies in your
Yeah,
packet, right?
it's 7
7 days.
days.
Right, 7 days, and then the third is a show cause to
And
lose
at the show cause, we can actually revoke the license. Okay, well, I'm looking into November. I'm gonna suggest the 11th, 12th, and 13th of November. That's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Board have any problem with that?
That's probably good.
It's the
It's
beginning of the
Veterans
week.
Day.
Okay, we have a question?
I just wanted to make a point, Mr. Berth was making, Veterans Day is the 11th.
Yes.
Are they open typically on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that holidays are open just like any other day.
Okay.
If that's not a problem, I'll entertain a motion that the 3 days will be November 11th, 12th, and 13th.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion? There being none, I'll call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes. Let the record show 4 in the affirmative, 1 abstention, motion carries. Thank you,
Mr. Chairman.
Sergeant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're running about 4 minutes behind. Outdoor business permit to sell Christmas trees. Thank you. Yeah. You can come forward and tell us what your intentions are.
Well, I'd like to sell Christmas trees on Route 20, and I got Mr. Fallon's permission to do that. And I'm also gonna be donating money to the Claire Barton Camp for diabetes.
Okay.
And I also have a lot in Worcester that I sell out of too.
All right. And what are the days that you're looking for the permit?
Uh,
We need to know the days that you're requesting and the hours of operation,
We're gonna open up the day after Thanksgiving
okay?
and close that Sunday before Christmas.
Okay.
Unless we run out of trees, then we'll shut it
And your hours?
down. About 10 to 8, 10 to 7.
Which?
I think
Which-
8 on Saturday,
Okay, so it's 10 to 8 on Saturday
Saturday.
and Sunday, or just Saturday?
just Saturday.
And the other days would be 8 to
10 to 7.
10 to 7?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, I was just going by the hours that were listed here. We drew up the permit. He said he would open 11:29 and close 12:22, and hours Monday through Thursday, 9 AM to 7 PM, Saturday and Sunday, 9 AM to 9 PM. Is that right?
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday will probably be 9, but during the week, we change from 9 to 10. Because nobody buys trees, comes in lots at 9 in the morning to buy trees.
Okay. So make note of those changes. Okay. Board members have any questions?
Maybe we have a It's also, there was a requirement for a site plan review from the planning board minor, that's been taken care of. You're all set with them,
Yeah, it is zone business there, so
right?
shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
Okay, if there are no further questions or concerns, I'll entertain a motion to grant the permit.
So moved.
Second?
Moved and seconded, discussion. Being none, I'll call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes, 5 in the affirmative, motion carries. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item on the agenda isn't scheduled till 7:45, and since it is a hearing, we have to wait till 7:45. So with that, I'm going to ask the manager to get into his request.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have minutes for approval. Request the board vote to approve the meeting minutes of August 20, 2013. All members were present. Pleasure of the board.
Entertain a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Moved and seconded, discussion. There being none, call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes, 5 in the affirmative, motion carries.
Also request the board vote to approve the Selectmen's Meeting minutes of October 9th, 2013. That was the short meeting held before the special town meeting at the Oxford High School. All members were present. Pleasure of the board.
Entertain a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Moved and seconded, discussion. Being none, call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes, 5 in the affirmative, motion carries.
We have an appointment, a vacancy, well, there's many vacancies on this board. This is for the Cultural Council. The board's in receipt of an application from Jennifer Woodward of 7 Cary Lane. She wishes to be on the Cultural Council. This is a joint appointment with the board and the town manager. Pleasure of the board.
I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Seconded, discussion. There being none, call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes, 5 in the affirmative, motion carries.
And I concur. We have in your to-be-signed folder another extension on the cable television license extension agreement, a license agreement. Yeah, it is an extension agreement. Request the board vote to sign the Charter Cable Television License Extension Agreement. Pleasure of the board.
I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Moved. We have a second?
Second?
Moved and second, discussion.
Yes.
Yes.
The thing that we talked about when they came, did they do anything? I believe I read that they're not gonna give any discounts or no military discount or anything like that.
The committee has been working on that. I told our attorney yesterday when I spoke to him, and I haven't heard back from him since. I said, the board's adamant on it, we want the discount.
Yeah.
That's the deal. And the continuation of the 10 special discounts that
Those 10
go
people.
back almost 20 years.
But here again, this is just an extension of what we already have going with them. This isn't a new contract.
Oh, this
period.
isn't the new license. This
Exactly,
is,
exactly. I
this
just wanted Alan
extends.
to know
Oh,
that,
okay,
yeah.
that's a good point.
This is,
For 2 months or something?
Yeah, I think the end of November.
But we should have them in front of us again before we sign the new contract.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, so.
you satisfied?
Yes.
Yep, okay. Any other questions? There being none, I'll call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes, 5 in the affirmative, motion carries.
We have enough time. We're in receipt of a request for the town of Oxford to entertain an opportunity to become a Purple Heart town. If agreed upon, Oxford will be joining Clinton, Lancaster, Berlin, Westboro, Leominster, and others in the process, honoring all who shed their blood in addition to those who made the ultimate sacrifice while serving to protect the freedoms enjoyed by all. There is no cost to the town of Oxford. All that is required is that a proclamation be drafted and submitted to become a Purple Heart town. Pleasure of the board to vote to submit a proclamation to become a Purple Heart town.
Entertain a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it for some brief discussion.
Moved and seconded, open for discussion, yes.
Okay, so we're gonna become Purple Heart Town, which,
Thank you.
and it's self-explanatory, but what exactly, what is the function of a community that is considered to be Purple Heart?
It's just a formal acknowledgement of those who have been injured. The veterans agent can't give us that information, but we know there are folks who have been, who have received Purple Heart. In some cases, I've heard one of our employees has received a couple of them. And it's not something that they tally and make public because it's kind of a HIPAA thing. But there are a number, and this is just a way to honor them.
Okay, fantastic.
And with Veterans Day coming up soon, it's not inappropriate to do.
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, if there's no further discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes, 5 in the affirmative, motion carries.
Veterans Day is coming up, I just said that. We meet again on the 12th, after Veterans Day. So it's appropriate to announce that I'm requesting the board vote to allow the American Legion Post 58 to hold the Veterans Day Parade on Monday, November 11th, 2013. All participants marching in the parade should assemble behind the town hall with the parade starting at 10:45. It works out that we get to the front of the town hall at 11 o'clock on the 11th day of the 11th month. All veterans are encouraged to take part. The parade will make stops at the town hall, the World War I Memorial, and the Korean Vietnam Memorial. Veterans will render honors and lay wreaths at all mentioned locations. A luncheon buffet will be held at the American Legion Post 58 at 227 Main Street following the parade. Please notify your clerk by Friday, November 1st, if you plan to march in the parade and are willing to speak at the the 3 locations I mentioned. We're requesting 3 board members speak. Pleasure of the board to allow the American Legion to hold Veterans Day Parade.
I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, discussion. There being none, I'll call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes, 5 in the affirmative, motion carries.
Reminder for folks at home, the fall bulk item drop-off will be held on Saturday, October 26th, and Saturday, November 2nd. On the 26th, it's the residents on the north side of town, that is north of Charlton Street, Sutton Avenue. For residents on the south side of Charlton Street, Sutton Avenue, it'll be Saturday, November 2nd. All drop-offs will be taken at the Oxford Transfer Station, which is located at 200 Leicester Street. That's Route 56, just before the Leicester Town line, between the hours of 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Residents must have proof of residency. Vehicles shall not exceed the size of a 1-ton truck or a cargo van. All households are limited to 2 loads only. All loads will be checked at the gate. If you have any questions regarding acceptable, unacceptable materials, or if you cannot go on your assigned date, you can contact the DPW at 508-987-6006. Trick or treat is Halloween night, October 31st. In Oxford, it'll be between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. There's a veterans brunch scheduled for Saturday, November 9th at 10 a.m. I'm sorry, November 9th. Did I say November?
Yes.
I thought I did. November 9th at 10 a.m. Please let your clerk know before, no later than Monday, November 4th, or call directly at the Council on Aging at 508-987-6000. We have Operation Santa Committee.
God bless you.
Bless you. Oxford Police, Fire, and EMS associations, along with the Oxford Women's Club, will host the 5th annual Christmas party for Oxford children ages up to 10 years old. The event is on December 1st at the Community Center. Will include a gift and a visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus. Light refreshments will be provided. Registration information will be going home with the children during the first week of November and will also be broadcast on the town's cable channel. Registration deadline is November 15th at 3 p.m. Please remember that this event is for Oxford children only, and you have to be registered beforehand to attend and get a gift. The committee is asking for donations of either toys or cash to help us make this event successful, and donations may be dropped off at the Oxford Police Department. Checks should be made payable to Operation Santa, and can either be dropped off at the Police Department building, that's at 503 Main Street, and it's through the generous donations of the residents of Oxford that the agencies are able to continue this. And they're also, along with Operation Santa, the Police Department is conducting its annual coat drive. Donations of new or clean used coats, hats, mittens, and scarves may be dropped off at the Oxford Police Department, and those donations will be accepted. Really? It says until March 1st, 2014, is that right? Yes. Okay, until March, so all during the cold weather. And that ends my report for October 22nd. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Okay, the next item on the agenda is a continuation of a vicious dog complaint. The Oxford Board of Selectmen voted to continue the vicious dog complaint hearing of Tuesday, September 24th to Tuesday, October 22nd at 7:45 p.m. The continuation will again be held in Selectmen's Meeting Room, second floor of the Town Hall. Okay, I'm going to ask the Animal Control Officer to come forward. Good evening, Kelly.
Evening.
Board members, I'm sure that you're aware that the dog officer has made a recommendation. We each have a copy of it. At the last meeting, we asked the animal control officer, based on the regulations, to come up with recommendations, and she outlined in very detailed form what her recommendations were, and I'm going to read them into the record. That number one, that the dog be humanely restrained, provided, however, that no order shall provide that a dog deemed dangerous be chained, tethered, or otherwise tied to an inanimate object, including but not limited to a tree, post, or building. 2, that the dog be confined to the premises of the keeper of the dog, provided, however, that confined shall mean securely confined indoors or confined outdoors in a securely enclosed and locked pen or dog run area upon the premises of the owner or keeper, provided further that such pen or dog run shall have a secure roof, and if such enclosure has no floor secured to the sides thereof, the sides shall be embedded into the ground for not less than 2 feet, and provided further that within the confines of such pen or dog run, a dog house or proper shelter from the elements shall be provided to protect the dog. 3, that when removed from the premises of the owner or the premises of the person keeping the dog shall be securely and humanely muzzled and restrained with a chain or other tethered device having a minimum tensile strength of 300 pounds and not exceeding 3 feet in length. 4, that the owner or keeper of the dog provide proof of insurance in the amount not less than $100,000, insuring the owner or keeper against any claim, loss, damage, or injury to persons, domestic animals, or property resulting from the acts, whether intentional or unintentional, of the dog, or proof that reasonable efforts were made to obtain such insurance if a policy has not been issued. Provided, however, that if a policy of insurance has been issued, the owner or keeper shall produce such policy upon request of the hearing authority or a justice of the district court, and provided further that if a policy has not been issued, the owner or keeper shall produce proof of efforts to obtain such insurance. And 5, that the owner or keeper of the dog provide to the licensing authority or animal control officer or other entity identified in that order information by which a dog may be identified throughout its lifetime, including, but not limited to, photographs, videos, veterinary examination, tattooing or microchip implantations, or a combination of any such methods of identification. That is the recommendation of the animal control officer. Do you have anything to add, Kelly?
Well, that is gonna be contingent upon them wanting to house the dog in Oxford,
Right.
correct?
That's correct.
And I would like to have, I did leave a message for Elizabeth Mills. I would like to have on record a picture of the dog and the microchip number, just in case, for some reason, if the dog ever came back in town, I need to know what that is in
Okay.
order to identify the dog.
Okay. And would you be making periodic inquiries as to whether or not the dog is
I have
still
been
in
to
the
the
area?
house, I think 3 times altogether. One time Elizabeth was there, the other 2 times, nobody came to the door. But I did not see the dog, I did not hear the dog when I knocked on the door.
Okay. And is it Elizabeth? You are aware of the fact that these conditions would have to be met if the dog is in the town of Oxford?
Yeah, she's still in the kennel in Maine.
Okay.
That's where she'll stay.
And that's where she'll stay from that point on into the future. Okay? Board members, you have questions? Yes? Mr. Berthium?
I believe you said last time that, you gonna contact the kennel, and if the dog ever moved, they were not contact you.
Yes, and the lady said that she would do that, the woman that owns the place, so. Just one other little thing, if you have the time. I did follow up on Quentin Brunette, with his dog Cooper. He paid for the training, and the dog did complete the training, but he has not been back to do any additional training with the dog since then, and it's all paid for. And the owner of the kennel, the trainer, said that typically people come back 4 to 6 times. So the only training Quentin did with this trainer was the day he picked the dog up,
Okay.
so.
Could you can we just hold this until after we get the hearing out of the way? Because it's a
Sorry.
different,
Sorry,
it's a different situation altogether, and we don't want to confuse this.
okay.
Board members have any further questions regarding the hearing? Okay. Elizabeth, are you satisfied with what?
Like I had said, I don't want that little girl to see this dog again. And that's very important to me.
Well, thank
I
you very,
wouldn't want that to happen to my little grandchild.
thank you very much for your consideration. We appreciate that. Kelly, you have nothing further on this particular incident? Okay, if not, I'm going to entertain a motion that we accept the recommendation as outlined by the animal control officer.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Discussion? There being none, call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes, 5 in the affirmative, motion carries. We will declare this hearing adjourned. Okay? Thank you for coming in. Okay, Kelly, the other situation is, the other dog complaint that we had, Cooper. You know, if this gentleman is not complying with what was outlined by the board, there definitely has to be follow-up.
Right.
We'll have to have him in here again if he's not gonna do it.
I'd be happy to follow up on your behalf, but I just wasn't sure if it was supposed to be the board or me at this point. But I don't know if he wasn't clear on that, if he thought once the training was done, he was done. But the owner of the kennel and the trainer, he doesn't feel that it's done yet.
Okay, and
So-
so that was a condition of the board, so that condition is going to have to be met, so by all means, follow up on it.
Yeah.
And if it isn't completed to your satisfaction and the trainer's satisfaction, please let us know, and we will we will take whatever action we have to take. If it means doing what we have to with the dog, that's what'll happen. We don't want to have to do that, so you should stress the importance of him meeting the requirements that we set forward here. Yes?
What was the time frame that we had put for the training to be? I mean, I guess there wasn't really a time frame because we didn't know when the dog would be. But I mean,
Right,
we can't have, if he just keeps procrastinating when he's going to bring the dog back, should we put a time frame on how soon he should go back to the trainer?
Well, at that time, he had an appointment to bring the dog in for training, and then typically, they meet once a week after that until the trainer feels as though the owner of the dog understands the training and that they're working together as a team. So he complied with a good portion of it. It's just a matter of, he has to finish that. Because the trainer said that the dog was very easy to train and work with. That was fine. But it's the owner usually that you have to work with, more than the animal sometimes.
Any other questions? Okay, so if you can follow up on that, just keep us informed. We certainly don't want it to go on too long, because, I mean, at what point is it not effective anymore? I mean, the training is there for a purpose. I mean, he started one portion of it, and if he's not gonna complete it, what happens in between, I mean,
Right. I mean, he paid for all this already.
yeah, especially when it's paid for.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Kelly.
Thanks, Hill.
All right, we're moving right along here.
Catching up.
Yeah, you done with your report?
I am.
Selectmen's request? Oh, no, we have one more,
All right, yeah.
Bulk item.
right?
Yep,
Okay, I believe that's the last item on the agenda.
right.
It's a new Class 2 license, 109 Main Street. Rami Ramadan, please come forward.
Good evening.
Good evening. And this is Reginald Gas Station?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I believe we had a Class 2 license there previously for, I think it was 3
3 cars.
3 cars.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So can you just give us an overview of what you want and what your intentions are?
Sure. I just opened this business 3 months ago. This station been there forever. I'm sure you guys know that. And the previous owners just had the license for used cars. Just extra income for me, help me out pay my bills, and I'll follow any requirement, any rules you guys requested, anything you guys want me to do. I'll definitely meet any requirement.
Board members have any questions? Yep, go ahead, Mr. Berthew.
It says here that on his quarry, it says no available quarry. Does that mean it was the wrong social
No
security?
record.
Good.
He has no record.
No record. Okay. And also, I believe, if you scroll down, it says you still need a bond.
I'll definitely meet that. I'll definitely get the bond. Oh yeah, absolutely, definitely.
That has to be a condition.
Yes.
Yep. Any other questions? Yes.
I have more of a comment. Parking lot looks good. You got it all
Thank you.
sealed and then repainted and everything. I drive by there all the time. It looks good. But I will bring up one little issue because I've been getting a lot of calls on this, and to me, fair is fair, is that sign by law, I believe you're in violation because you're putting out your diesel sign right out by the roadway, and so you need to kind of remove that.
Remove that. I'll do
So, I know you probably weren't aware of that, but we've been having issues on Main Street, and everybody else has had to change their ways, so just thought you might like
No
that
problem,
to know.
definitely.
Like I said, I drive by your place all the time. Looks good.
Thank you.
So keep it up.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Okay. Where are you gonna keep these cars on the lot?
I have plenty of parking. Probably right in the middle of the station.
Where?
Right in the middle of between my building and my diesel islands.
Okay.
There is spot for 3 or 4 cars. So
Do you show that on the plan here?
yes,
Yes.
sir. Should be.
I think it's here, John.
All right.
In the yellow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is the
This is
Howard.
Main Street.
Yeah, this is the Howard Street side here.
Yeah.
This is the diesel pumps, gas station, yeah. There appears to be enough room there.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Board members have any further questions?
Does he have, somebody has to repair the cars, right? Maintain the, do you service the cars that you sell?
I don't do myself, but I will have mechanics.
Okay. I think that was a requirement. And he had to list that or identify somebody?
Was that on the, as a
I don't
requirement?
think that it's on the application, but they are required to either fix them themselves or have someone else that they contract
Yeah.
with the cars.
Yeah. They don't have to be specific as long as they do it.
Right.
Okay. All right. We haven't done this in a while. Thank you.
All right, if there's no further questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve the request.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? There being none, I'll call for the vote.
Yes.
Abstain?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The record show 4 in the affirmative, 1 abstention. Motion carries. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a
Sure.
lot. Have a great night. Thank you.
Selectmen's request.
Thank you, John. It was brought to my attention that the Boy Scouts have done quite a bit of work at the bandstand. There was an Eagle Scout, got about 30 other scouts, and the club leaders, the scout leaders were there also. And basically what they did is they sanded and scraped and ground down the handrails on the bandstand and completely painted it. So I just wanted to give a shout out to them as thank you for doing such a great job and a service to the community. And that's all I have.
Okay. Mr. Mouse?
Thank you, John. As you know, at town meeting, we had our, the funding for the gas conversions approved. Mr. Zaneski and I have been in contact. Joe, have you nailed down a date with Mark from Ngrid, as far as when we're gonna start installing some of these lines?
No, as soon as he knew we had money, I got the contracts and signed them
Okay.
for the library and 450 Main Street. Dick Donay just did a requisition to bring the gas line up to 3 Barton Street. Those are the buildings we want to get this. We already have gas line at Community Center and Fire Headquarters, so if we can, we're going to try to get those 5
Right.
moving right away.
And we're running into, running into Route 12, road opening permits, things of that nature into November in the winter months.
Yeah,
Are we
but
gonna be
that's-
able-
they always wait till the last minute, but we'll get them done before, probably the middle of November.
Okay, and I know you'd spoken about 3 Barton Street. I know that the article was pretty specific at town meeting as to what we're, actually, it didn't clearly say which buildings we were planning on doing.
It did.
It did, okay.
Not in the vote, but in my explanation.
Okay. Hopefully within that amount of money, we'll have enough money to look into possibly the senior center, because I'd have to believe that that's a much bigger gas consumer than what we're gonna have over at Barton Street, where that building's used all day, many nights, many weekends, and it's a much bigger square footage area. So I would hope that would take precedent over 3 Barton. I don't know how much flexibility we have where it was voted a certain way at town meeting, but.
We have, no, it wasn't specific, it was town buildings where we could.
Okay.
And I remember during the discussion, it came up a comment about one of the schools, Barton School, because there is no natural
Right,
gas
right.
line up there. That's probably the only, well, other than the North Fire Station, Woodward School, we're not gonna get those where it is. But the gas line does end now, I believe, at the end of this plaza. I think there's a
It's right
gas
here.
service
It's right here.
right outside the building.
It's, well, as
So
far
it
as
should be, it should not be, I don't expect that it's too far from the senior center, so it won't be too costly.
And I know that, do we pay for their heat over there, or is that within their budget, or
It's within their
it's within their
it's within their budget.
budget?
It's within their operating budget.
Okay.
What do they have for heat over there, Joe?
Oil.
They have oil. They have a couple systems, actually, a couple on the, it's the west side? The west side of the building, I think there's one on the east side, if I'm not mistaken. But they use the oil for heat, hot water, whole 9 yards, so it's a pretty good sized area. And, I know many of you seen the email a gentleman had sent to us in regards to, he had another another heating system that he thought might be more energy efficient. He had sent us the paperwork, and I reviewed it, and I also had spoken with some heating specialists that I deal with on a regular basis, just giving me a heads up as to whether or not it was a viable alternative. In their opinion, most definitely not, and they had noted that the case study was from 1994, and it was mainly in regards to residential heating systems where the existing heating system would be electric or a heat pump, and based upon the fact that we would have to upgrade all the electric services in town just to install this heating system. I don't feel as though it would be viable, but I'd spoken with Chairman Sad, and I agreed that I would make myself available to meet with this gentleman, along with, I volunteered Joe, well, I should say that he volunteered Joe, and Mr. Donay as well, so.
And the way I left it was the manager was supposed to contact the parties involved to get an agreeable date, which all three of you could meet. And the reason for this is rather than have someone come in with a proposal like this, it's kind of awkward because the manager is the purchasing agent. There's a
Exactly.
process by which you go through. We, the Board of Selectmen, don't issue the contract for purchases of service. That's this man's job here. So if someone has a proposal, they should be bringing it to him first, and then he would make a recommendation to us, the board, and then we would decide what we want to do with it. But, that being said, the manager will be in contact with that. And I concur with Selectman Vos on this. I did have a conversation with Selectman Vos regarding this, because he was the lead person on this. And accolades to him, because this is a situation where the town has an opportunity to save a lot of money. And the townspeople concur. This was properly notified through our postings. It's been posted in the newspaper, all our articles. People had the opportunity to go to town meeting and vote as to whether or not they wanted to go forward with this. And it was voted positively at town meeting, and therefore we're moving forward. And with that being said, we're certainly not going to turn anybody away. If they think they have a better idea, then let's hear them out. But we are moving forward.
Absolutely.
If you'll excuse me, I'm the gentleman.
Okay.
Okay?
And so if you want to meet after, I'd be acceptable to that. I do know what I sent, and it was proposed mostly for an interest, a brief article
Right.
on it. I am in contact with many companies who do this.
John,
Okay.
if you have him come up, if you,
Well, do we want to get into it?
We'll
We
set
don't
up
want
a
no, why don't we
meeting.
set, yeah, why don't we set up a
Meeting.
meeting?
We'll set
Okay.
up a meeting.
I'm letting you know I'm
Yep.
here, so
Okay.
afterwards, I could tell you much more about it, and at least the town will know, and they can make a decision.
Well, actually, I don't want to hear about it. The manager and his committee is going to hear about it, and then he will make a recommendation to the board. But that meeting is yet to be set up. So you'll take it from here, right,
I
as
will.
far as setting a date? And while you're here, what's convenient for you? During the day, evening, what's a convenient date?
During the day is fine for me.
Okay.
Okay, I have your email. I'll get in touch with you.
That works.
Okay,
Okay?
great. It worked out good.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Vos?
Oh, that'd be all, thank you.
Mr. Bertheum?
Well, I did speak to him since you're here, and I was gonna bring up that if you could save us money, because $1.2 million is a lot of money. So if he has a thing that can save us money,
What's $1.2 million?
No, not $1.2 million.
2 point,
$1.2 million is the middle school project.
yeah, that's.
This is
yeah, no.
$350,000.
what, $350,000?
That's to convert all the buildings that we're talking about.
Oh,
Net cost, which will be a repay period back in less than 3 years, so.
Let's say.
After 3 years, and that's,
$200,000. I think it'd be
Oh,
worth.
we're gonna listen to him. I mean,
we're gonna listen to them, but you have
and then he'll bring it forward.
right. There's minimal, the cost for to do the gas conversions is, what is it? It's roughly around probably $300,000, give or take. And that's soup to nuts repay period of less than 3 years, and that's including putting a whole complete system in the old DPW building. So if we weren't doing that, it'd be a much quicker repay period. It'd be less than a couple of years, which is fantastic, and then we own everything free and clear. We wouldn't have to do any electrical upgrades to any of our buildings in the town to do any of those. The only upgrade we need to do is upgrade the burners. Very quick, easy. We could be up and running in months, 2 or 3 months.
Okay, well, we appreciate your expertise, Mr. Vos. We know that you've been involved in this kind of work in the past, so hopefully you'll be an asset to that committee. Yes, Mr. Berthew.
And I also have, I read in last week's paper that Social Security went up 1.5% for their pay increase. But a lot of times, we're going 2.5% on our taxes. I feel that's, a lot of money, because a lot of people are struggling. And if they're only getting 1.5% increase a year, and we're 2.5% almost every year, for taxes, I think we should maybe try and tighten our belts a little bit more, not spend stuff, and maybe our tax can go up 2% or 1.5%.
I'll let the manager address that.
We can look into it.
Well,
I can look at it.
through the chair.
Yes.
Just so Alan knows, there are some avenues where low-income elderly people can apply for an exemption. And it's as much as a 700, I think it goes all the way up to possibly 500 or 7. I think the state allows 750, but I think we're at 500. If nothing else, maybe we can possibly entertain the idea of going up to the maximum amount on that of 750.
I think we did that recently at
just
town
did
meeting.
that.
We accepted some provisions.
I don't think we did. I don't think we took it up to the 750 though, did we?
We took the maximum that we could take at that time.
At that point. in time?
Yeah. If it's changed, then let's look at it.
I'm not trying to hijack Alan's selectman's request here, but if you could look into that,
We'll look
Joe,
at it, Alan,
and see
see.
what the economic impact would be to possibly bring it to the higher circuit breaker level for.
There are provisions in the property tax code that allow for reductions and abatements, and I'll check with the assessor on that, because I think you're making the direct link between those people on Social Security and the property tax, not the property tax in general. Is that correct?
Well, like I said, I'm not sure what I was kind of doing, but if they're only going up 1.5%, and the taxes go up 2.5%, it seems like it's not fair for everybody. You know?
Well, there are some people who don't pay the full amount because of those programs that take
All right.
into account their ability to pay. But we, there are things we want and have to do as a
Yes.
community. So we don't have the luxury of being able to spend below put our budget below the levy limit. And quite frankly, I would argue that from a business point of view, that's giving away money that we could save. We have to, every annual town meeting, we put aside money for our unfunded liability, health insurance for retirees, the retirees' pension, we have a stabilization account for an emergency. It's like a savings account, the town savings. Some people philosophically are opposed to that, but We are a municipal corporation. We're running a business. And it makes good business sense to do things like save money in operational costs and put money into the capital needs that we have. And if you recall at town meeting, I made the point that the 1.2 million for the additional middle school work was coming out of the levy limit. Okay, that's the money that's not going to schools. Because we have to give so much money of our tax revenue to the schools. This year it's $10 million. All of the money that comes in under Chapter 70, which is school aid, goes to the schools. All the local aid we've chosen to give to the schools. So all we have left to operate the non-school part of the town is the local property tax and the estimated receipts from things like permits, Class 2 license fees, excise taxes on cars and things like that. That's all I have to do everything that we all want the town to do. It's, I think you'll see, if your concern is those on Social Security, I think you'll see that we do have by law, and those that we've enacted that were required local acceptance, we have some good programs for people. I'll get you that information.
When I was when I was running for selectman, I went to one of my neighbor's house, and then these guys are in their 70s, and they said they applied for that grant before, but since they, he had a good job, and since he made a little bit too much, they wouldn't give him anything.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, there's an
That's how it
eligibility
works.
requirement.
right. And if I may,
go ahead.
Chair, every person in this town has the ability to come to town meeting when we spend the money and come and say, and vote against
True.
the spending measures that we have. So I can't stress that enough. The money that is spent within the town is money that is voted upon the taxpayer. So certainly I don't agree with every dime that we spend. I firmly believe that we need to tighten our belts, but it all comes down to the voter. And when you come to town meeting, you don't want to spend the money on something, come to town, rally the troops and come to town meeting and stop some of the spending that's happening. Otherwise, we all have a voice, and our voice is our vote. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Good point.
Anything else?
I'm all set. Thank you.
Okay.
Just real quick, I'm part of a BNI. It's a business networking organization in Charlton, and they're looking to move where they hold the meetings. Each town, you can only have the group can only be there's going to be one group in each town or area. So currently it's in Charlton. They're looking to move into Oxford, and they're basically every meeting is Thursdays at 7 in the morning, and they're just looking for a hall or anything to rent out Thursday morning. I didn't know if there was any possibility in the senior center or in the community center, if there's a hall that has an opening that could be available on Thursday mornings at 7. Meetings are from 7 to 8:30, and they're only Thursdays at that same time.
What
It
is the
never changes.
organization?
BNI, it's a business networking organization. They meet.
You willing to pay for the space?
Yep.
Okay.
So, if
Yeah.
Work that out.
We'll work that out. Yeah, I don't know about the community center. Well,
Yep.
maybe the community center. Let me check.
7 o'clock.
You'll see me.
Seems like that'd be the place to
We have people in there all the time now.
It's 7 in the morning though?
Well, this might be a better place.
Yeah.
Kenny's here at 5. He
Yeah.
could open that up.
Right.
He's here at 5 in the morning?
Yeah, he works weird hours.
Wow.
Well, there's nobody else here, so you ever walk in here and smell the bleach that he uses
know,
on the floor?
He works crazy hours. He does a good job, too.
He does. He's very good.
Okay, I'm sure we can work something out.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, I have nothing, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, call for the vote.
Yes.
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 Yes, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, don't forget to turn your information to Karen.
George,
All the personal information.
Yeah, all the personal information on everybody.
That's what we're hearing. I'm like,
Oh.
oh.